Why is it that your YouTube analytics show that you have a really high click-through rate on your videos, but you're getting low views? Whereas like a friend of yours might have a really low click-through rate, but they're getting massive views on their video. Why is that? Well, today I want to dig into your YouTube analytics and talk about some of the things there that you can use to combine the impressions data with the click-through rate data and the view data to figure out what's happening on your videos so that your very next video will engage more people, get a higher click-through rate, more impressions, and get your more channel growth overall. That's coming up. Hello creators, my name is Tim Schmoyer. Welcome to Video Creators. We are all about helping you grow your YouTube audience so you can spread a message that reaches people, changes their lives, and to grow your YouTube audience, you need to get high impressions, which means that YouTube is putting your video, your title and your thumbnail in front of people, and then you need to get a high click-through rate, which means that when people see that title and thumbnail, they're actually clicking on your video, giving you views and watch time that will grow your channel. You can find all this information right inside of your YouTube analytics simply by going to your YouTube Studio Beta and then clicking on Analytics, and then inside there you can find all your impression data, click-through data, views and watch time and all that kind of good stuff. The assumption a lot of creators make is like, hey, I'm getting a lot of impressions, why aren't people clicking? Or I'm getting a really high click-through rate, why isn't YouTube surfacing my video to more and more people? Well, it's a little more complicated. Let me show you how to combine all those metrics together to really understand what's happening with your content so you can improve your next video. If you look at your data and you see that you have very low click-through rate and low impressions, and that's leading to poor views, then that probably just means that it's either not a great title and thumbnail combination, or it doesn't have a really good hook, like the title and thumbnail set an expectation that wasn't delivered quickly enough for the viewer, so they just abandon the content, or the content of your video itself is just not as engaging and enticing as you would like it to be. However, if your data says you have a low click-through rate with high impressions and you're getting massive views, that means you have a video that has very broad appeal, that a broad audience of people are engaging with. Like for example, Jimmy Fallon on YouTube has a very broad audience. I haven't seen their data, but I am just assuming that their click-through rate is relatively low compared to maybe what you and I might have, because the nature of their audience has such broad appeal. YouTube surfaces that video and puts it in front of a lot of different people, but then not as many people are interested because it has such broad appeal. So it is very possible to have a very low click-through rate but have massive impressions and massive views. The opposite of that equation also works though, which is when you have a very high click-through rate with very low impressions and you're still getting low views. Why would that happen? Well, in that case, your content probably has very narrow appeal. It's great video, it's great content because there's a very specific audience that is engaging with it, and YouTube surfaced that video to like all 100 of those people in the world, and all 100 of them clicked and watched, and that is as far as the interest goes in that piece of content. Those are fictitious numbers, of course, but you get the idea. The combination that almost all creators want, though, is high click-through rate, high impressions, and massively high views. And that does happen, but it tends to be more of like a unicorn video. It's more of an anomaly. You're not going to get 100% of everyone that ever saw this title and thumbnail to click on it 100% of the time. It doesn't happen. So what can you do to improve your video's click-through rates and impressions and views? Well, fortunately, there are a few things that you do have control over. Number one, your title and thumbnail make a huge difference in the performance of your video. So if you're not getting the click-through rates or the impressions that you want on that piece of content, you think the video is solid, it deserves more traction than it's getting, consider maybe just giving it a different title, a different thumbnail, and seeing if that works. Ideally, a title and thumbnail that connects with the opening seconds of that video, probably a little bit stronger. Number two, have a very clearly identified target audience for your video. And I don't just mean like general idea of gender and race and geographic location and things like that. I mean, know this person's story, the person that you really want to resonate with your content. Who is that person? How well do you know what their dreams are, their hopes, their fears, the obstacles that they face, the roadblocks they're trying to overcome, the things they're trying to accomplish in life, and the things that they really love, the things they hate, what they believe. All those types of things that go into like what makes a person a person. Like how well do you really know that about the audience that you want to really resonate with your content? And then how are you crafting your content to really resonate with that person? Number three is to really evaluate evaluate and look for patterns in your audience retention graphs on your channel. They will give you amazing insights into what causes people to leave and what holds their attention. Even if your video has like the perfect title and the perfect thumbnail, it doesn't matter if people actually don't stick around and watch your video. One of the best ways to do that is actually to use age-old storytelling techniques. Click this playlist you see on your screen right here. It starts with a video with Danelle, who tells a story about how she used storytelling in their videos to go from 20,000 subscribers and 200,000 views a month to over 60,000 subscribers and 3.5 million views per month. So click that playlist and I'll see you guys over in that next video.